I want to be your age and give young people this advice and tell them God loves you. Like,
I've never failed an exam. Yeah? If you are a man and you divorce one wife, most likely you are going to divorce the second wife. Most likely you will divorce the third one. Yeah?
How do I know my partner? So hi people, welcome back to our channel. We thank God for another opportunity to come to you with more blessings, with more counsel, and we thank God for your feedback. Thank you for amazing feedback that you've given unto us. And one of the reasons as to why we are bringing this program is so that you can be encouraged, so that you can be lifted, and so that you can know that you have a purpose in life and that God loves you so much. This is why we have this platform, so that when you watch this, you will be blessed and you will have a beautiful day. And today, yay, I have a professor with me. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mom.
Karibu sana to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for accepting to have a talk with us. Wazungu husema old is gold. Yeah. So today I have gold, right? I have gold.
Yes, because I'm old.
Yes, because how old are you?
Thereabout.
Thereabout, yeah. That's why you are a professor. Do you have...
I'm in the period of grace. If you know you are buying well.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Period of grace is 70 and above. 70 and above upwards.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have young professors?
Yes.
I've never seen one.
Well, maybe I've not looked very keenly, but it takes quite a bit. A lot of us get our PhDs when we are in 40s and above, and from there you have got to build up your CV through publications and so on. Then you have got to get the various promotions. That's why you find a lot of professors will be 50 and above. But it doesn't mean that you can't be a professor at 40 or at 35.
Yeah.
It depends on how you work your way up.
And the achievement. Of course, we are also used with professors who have very long hair and... yeah.
Yes, you may say that. I used to have very long hair. If you look at the photographs in this house, you won't miss one with very long hair.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I just saw one.
Yeah, it's only that I had to cut, not because I wanted to cut my hair. But my daughter told me that I can't go to her wedding with my long hair.
I didn't know that.
So that I actually had my first haircut in many years on the day of our wedding.
Oh, nice.
To respect her.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want us to touch on various things because I have this opportunity to have you here. How would you compare young people at your age and at this age that you are in, now that you've seen generations, in terms of Christianity, in terms of how young people are able to fight with challenges, their faith, and how they sort out issues, especially in a Christian way, in a godly matter?
I'll tell you something. In our time, Christianity was not very popular amongst the educated.
Oh.
It was like if you get an education and then you are a serious Christian, then somehow there is something that is not tweaking. But today, I find a lot of young people who are committed to church, who are committed to Christ. And so it does tell me, the only difference is that today you've got more serious vices amongst the youth, especially, let's say, drug taking and so on. That one I can say is there today because it destroys completely the person.
Yeah, true.
these are drugs that destroy the person. These were not there at that particular time. There was alcohol, right? All right. And so on, but there wasn't this other extremity. Okay, so that's a divide I see. Yeah, that in those days, well, we were fewer anyway, but not as many as you are. We knew everybody else. I could have told you anybody who has gone to high school, from Ntonyere to Dochi.
Oh, nice.
We all knew one another. How many were we anyway? We were hardly 200.
Yeah.
In the entire. For instance, if I may tell you, when I went to Form 1, they had just started Chawari High School with 30 students. We had in Mero School with 30 students. We had in Kobo with 60 students. So the total population of Form 1 in Mero in my year was 120.
Yes.
And of course, some would drop out. So if you didn't know everyone from all the schools, then you had a very small
mind.
Yeah.
You've mentored so many people. I mean, people love you. We love you. Like, so many people that even will watch this, they know you. Like, because you've touched lives. And one thing that I love about you is the way you support education and support young people and education. We know that we can't ignore the fact that you've really been on the ground, even paying school fees. I've seen you even giving people transport to go to school, even doing shopping for them. And thank you so much for touching lives in a beautiful and awesome way.
Well, I don't know actually where it came from, but yes, what it is that I've always hated suffering. I don't like seeing people suffer if I can do something about it. And a lot of what I do has been seen in education. And I've always taken a keen interest in the welfare of learners. And that also explains why many of them will remember me up to this day. I'm one of the people who doesn't believe that there is anything difficult in education. I've never failed an exam. Yeah, and not that I am the brightest.
What's the lowest marks you've ever gotten?
I can't remember. But one thing is that
you've never repeated an exam? Never. Not even in college?
Never.
Oh.
Never.
There are so many people who hate themselves. Wanajichukia tu. They either they have been taught we can't make it in life, or they have someone somewhere who is constantly discouraging them, or even if they have something good in them, they don't have support. You try this, you fail. And when you fail once, you find yourself, you are just discouraged and you don't want to try over and over again. What would you say about, failures in life, challenges that young people go through in life and they give up? This is why we have so many suicide cases. What would you say about failures and young people? Whether it's in relationship, whether it's in school, whether it is in businesses, jobs. Many people are complaining. They are finishing school, they can't find jobs. What's your take on that?
I'll give you a small story of two frogs that fell into a jar of milk. They started trying to jump out every time they would fall back. One of them decided this was too much and gave up and drowned in the milk. The other one kept on swimming on the milk. And as he swam, of course it was spinning the milk. And finally what forms when you spin milk is butter.
Oh.
It's solid.
Yeah.
And from there, the frog was able to jump out.
Yeah.
So both of them could have been failures. But one didn't fail, the other one failed in a similar circumstance. If you try something and it isn't working, it isn't because you have failed. is because actually the mountain that success stands on is a mountain made of the various failures, okay? If you have 1,000 failures, by the time you are seen at the top, you're on top of a mountain. Success, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you just give up at the very early stages, the English have got a saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss. If you try this today, it doesn't work, you move to something else. Know that you have lost experience here and you have gone to a new territory where you have no experience. So you are likely to fail again.
Yes.
And when you do that, you find you move. And finally, you give up. You may commit suicide, which is the highest form of failure.
True.
Yeah, because why do you kill yourself?
Yeah.
When you have got the capacity to live and get into your success. Yeah. If it is in relationships, if you are a man and you divorce one wife, most likely you are going to divorce the second
one.
Most likely you will divorce the third one. Yeah?
Yeah.
You are creating a situation for failure. The same for ladies. If you go to someone and find they don't have resources, then you jump to another one who you think has got the resources. You don't know whether it is at your disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah? You are just thinking. So if you do that, you just be jumping from one failure to you're creating one failure after the other, one failure after the other. Finally, who wants you? Yeah? They will say this one just runs around.
Yeah, true.
Okay, whatever. Now, there is the other situation that is worrying amongst the young people now. Let's go to the young people. In that they do not know, especially boys, they do not know that you can be told no. I know even traditionally there are stories of people who would just lift a spear and kill a woman and say if she wouldn't have me, then nobody else will have her. And so they were there, but they were rare. Today, I see quite a lot of that problem. And the problem is because maybe as our young men grow, they are losing a certain touch, a counseling touch that they need. Because a boy expects that if he says, I love you to a girl, the girl must say, I love you back.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, you are a girl, okay? When you were growing up, you used to flatter your brothers, isn't it? And your cousins, isn't it? As you went up, they had friends. Some started getting interested in you. But you would just take that as the same kind of the growing up process.
Yes.
But you get to a stage where you have got to select. By the time you are learning, you are getting to the level of selecting, you find you have got 5. Yeah? But you are going to select only one.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you have got actually a bigger assignment than the boys.
Like as a lady.
Yes, as a lady. I sympathize.
Yeah.
So you've got to draw 4 because you are not going to have 4 of them as your husbands.
True.
The others should be able to know that in this field where they were, there are still others who are as good as you. Okay? But unfortunately, many of them don't seem to take that.
This is great insight because in the era that we are in, people are putting material things. That's why you hear even wives are killing husbands so that they can be, left with the property that both of them have looked for. You find couples that started very low, supporting each other, and at some point when they get money, they part with because property is bringing issues. Money material things are bringing issues. And I don't know what you would tell people in seeking, God, and allowing God to direct them and to give them what is enough, and that which will give them peace in their hearts and even in their families.
I look at it from most of the life of Jesus Christ. He had no material things. People like Paul had to abandon the material world for us to gain the spiritual. Paul could have become a professor like me. He studied at the feet of Gamaliel, who was the greatest professor of the time. He could have become a military general, very successful and made a lot of money, isn't it? Because we are told even when they were stoning Stephen, he could not participate because he was very senior. So they just put their garments at his feet. Okay?
Luke was a doctor.
Yeah. So these had to give up what it is that we value, and that is why we have what we have today. But then today we are trying to think that we should be Caesar, okay? That we should be the chief priest dressed in purple, yes, driving fancy cars, what have you, because we had that even in the time of Jesus. But I'll tell you that the thing is that you don't hear of those names. We are told there was a certain rich man. A certain rich man. No, there was a rich Stella. No, it's a certain rich man without a name.
Yes.
Yes? But then when we come to what Lazarus, we get his name. He was a poor sitting under somebody's table.
Yeah.
But we don't know the rich man's name.
The name of the rich man.
Yes. So they should be able to teach us. And I would really plead with our people. I've lived in this world long enough to know that actually the material things, or if they attach themselves to you and you don't let them spoil you, that's okay. Keep giving it away.
Yeah.
Okay? So I couldn't have done some of the things that you mentioned without having some resources, okay? But if money comes to me, it knows it is on its way out.
Yeah, you have to release it to someone
Yes,
else.
because I believe in the whole thing called stewardship. God is not likely to come and drop $1 billion on your lap for you to go and buy chips.
True.
Yeah?
Very true.
He must be sending you to certain people. So he thinks Stella is my trusted servant, is a good steward. So when we give her this, she'll know, she'll listen to me, and she'll know where to take it.
How do I know my purpose? How do I get to, to be self-driven to do stuff that will take me to the next level in life?
Let me ask you something. Did you bring yourself to this world?
No. I was born.
You were born.
Yes.
But, yes, you were born by two other parents,
Yes.
okay?
Mr. and Mrs. Bugari.
Yeah. But where did you come from?
God.
God. Thank you
Yes.
very much. God brought you here with a purpose.
Yes.
Yeah? It's not an accident. There is a purpose. And God will direct you. I've seen people, for instance, when I met you,
Yes.
many years ago,
Very
according
years.
to you,
Yeah.
many years ago. Yeah? How many people were in that church?
So
Very
many.
many.
Yes, very many.
But for some reason, we found ourselves
Yeah.
talking.
Friends.
The next time, you and your sister joining me to the raka,
Preach.
no, to the raka, yeah? You get the point.
Connection.
And the things moving on.
Yeah.
I now see where we are sitting.
Yes.
Yeah? this is so the route to God's purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? That's why in Psalm 46:10 we see, be still and know that I am the Lord. Yeah? If you listen to the voice of God, you don't have to seek your purpose. If you are seeking your purpose, you are not listening to God. Please listen to God.
I love that.
He will lead you to your purpose.
Amen.
Yeah?
Listen to God, He will lead you to your purpose.
When I went to school, the first day, I had never seen a school in my life. Yeah? And therefore I couldn't have been going there so that I would become a professor today.
Yeah.
You know? But I've seen God lead me systematically to where I'm sitting today.
Yeah. So cool, relaxed, no stress.
Listen to God.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people tell you God helps those who help themselves.
Yes.
No, if you are helping yourself, you are going the wrong way from God. God will do what He wants to do with you. He will lead you.
Yeah.
Okay? Not you to start fretting around and then saying it is God. And a lot of times blaming God for not fulfilling.
Yeah, true.
God, I wanted this. God, I wanted this. God. Umekuwa kama mtoto, you know? Mom, I want this. Mom, I want this. Mom, so and so is my best friend. Mom, so and so is my greatest. You know, that kind of thing. If you pray, yeah? If you listen to God, if you watch, you will come to realize that actually God has a purpose for your life.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen. Did you know God when you were young, when you were, at what age? Did you have an experience with God? Because I find this wisdom, there are wise people who don't associate their wisdom with God. Yes. And I don't want to say they are pagans or what we call them, these people who believe in artists and all that. But I find you are so much blessed in every way, including God giving you wisdom and a big heart. And I want to know, that people could watch this and they don't have an experience. They don't know how to listen to God. They don't know how to pray. When did you have an experience with God, number one? And number two, just encourage those people who doesn't know God, at least so that they can come nearer and have an experience with Him, so that they're able to listen to Him and find their purpose.
Okay, as far as church is concerned, I was born in the Methodist Church. I was baptized on my first year of birth. And I grew up. I can let this one actually go. At one time, my parents thought they should give me to the ministry.
Oh.
And I also felt that I would go for the ministry. But as was happening in those days, once you went to high school, then it would have been rather strange to think of ministry. You get the point?
Yes.
Because learning was supposed to lead you actually to seeking knowledge without God. Yeah? That's why a lot of us got lost, right? And I was lost like everybody else. For many years, because even after I finished my university, I hung around the world for about 14 years. Yeah? And it was an empty life, if you ask me today. It was an empty, yes. And since, if you look at Romans, is it Romans 8:28? Well, we go on from 28. You are called by according to our purpose. And when God calls you, He does this. He predestines, He does this, and finally He glorifies. Okay. So, although I was doing the Jonah thing. My name is Jonah.
Yes.
I did the Jonah loop. Yeah? Because I tried to get to Tarsus, but I finally found myself in Nineveh. Okay? Doing what God wanted for me. My coming back to the church was very interesting. Because it was through a congregation that was in formation. Yeah? I was always going to church, but I was never committed to it until we started the Ngong process, the Ngong Methodist process. That's why I got born again. So I fully committed my life to Christ. Okay? And that's how we came around now to Kikuyu Melodies, and now the way you were spreading out and that kind of thing. That is my life and God. Now, for those who do not know God, the good thing is that God knows you.
Amen.
And since He knows you, just accept Him to guide you, to direct your life, to direct your footsteps. That way, you will not be stepping on hot coals. And those who do not believe that God blesses, let them look for my address. And I'll tell them that God blesses.
Amen.
And you don't have to have all the material things to say that you are blessed. You are blessed of God. Yeah? But definitely He does bless. Don't follow money. If you follow money, you'll be lost. The entire Bible keeps on telling you that money is a source of all evil. And sure enough, it's a source of all evil. So if you want to live an evil life, you chase money. Yeah? But if you want to live a good life, the good family, the rest of it, you follow God. Let God do it. You see?
He does it for you.
Yes.
Amen.
That's why I say, I don't need it. If you look at those photographs, you see graduations.
Yes.
Yeah? So, God blesses you when He removes certain burdens from you. While other people are afraid what will happen when the sun comes in at night. Yeah? I have no problem. It would be a joy if it turns up, you know.
God has given you some level of fulfillment. And this is something that people lack. You don't find peace in what you have. This is why people are jealousy about others. You don't want the best for the other people. When they are blessed, you start feeling bad because you know someone is blessed more than you. Because you lack that, you know, peace and that fulfillment. And I think those people that are listening to you are learning something. And at this age, I want to be your age and give young people this advice and tell them God loves you. Like it's never about material things. Thank you. Thank you so much. We had just a talk and an awesome moment with Professor Mboroki, and I hope you learn. You learn, and I pray that God gives you fulfillment in your heart and that peace that I've always talked about. Those people that listen to my program know that I keep saying and praying for people to have, you know, peace of mind. Because if you don't have peace, you are not even able to, you know, to move. You need to accept that this is where I am. This is how much I am blessed. This is the far that I have come. And when you do that, that means that God will keep blessing you and taking you from one glory to another glory. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. May God bless you so much. I hope you keep being blessed, and I pray that God will give us even many more testimonies of the things that He's going to do to my life and to your life. And we are going to to be this age and, you know, testify of faithfulness of God. And the other thing that I've liked about this conversation is about touching lives. You have to make an impact. What does it benefit you accumulating like so much wealth when there's someone else who needs help, when there's someone else who needs your support? So whatever God has blessed you with, make sure it's a blessing to others. And you know, I think one thing we didn't mention was, you know, the hand that giveth, receiveth. So the more you give, you know, when it comes to your bank account, you release. If it is a lot of food that you've harvested, you bless others with it. I mean, whatever God has given you, just be a blessing. The more you release, the more you receive. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share, comment, give us your feedback, and we'll keep appreciating and, you know, doing the best so that you can be uplifted. May God bless you. Bye-bye. Wambia bye-bye.
Bye. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Awesome.
ma'am.
That was awesome.